Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 news update video of mine. And in this video, I have the patch notes for tomorrow's update. The Siege of Kamino update releases tomorrow, 10 AM Stockholm time on the PC, then an hour later on the PS4, and then an hour later on the Xbox. So we'll start with the basic content that is coming into the game, then get into the changes, bug fixes, stuff like that. I won't be detailing everything in the patch notes because there is a hell of a lot of changes and bug fixes, but I will leave a link to the full patch notes in the description below if you really do care about the minor stuff. So, as you all know, Kamino is coming to Capital Supremacy tomorrow. It's going to be the third map added, so that means Naboo is coming next month. Really excited to see this in Capital Supremacy. It's going to be a huge map. It's basically the entirety of the Galactic Assault map. We had some details on the other day, so I'm not going to go into details too much on Kamino. And if you weren't aware, HVV is getting a huge rework. So the Heroes vs Villains game mode is having the objective removed. The target system is basically going to be a team deathmatch style game mode, which is hopefully going to be good. There's also going to be a bunch of changes like a new voiceover wheel, as well as max level 1000 for every single class, which is going to be absolutely insane. They've also made the appearance bundles on the collection menu as opposed to the crate menu in the bottom left hand corner of the main menu, which is good. Also, they have to be purchased with crystals and not credits. So most of the changes and improvements in tomorrow's patch are for heroes, and we'll start with victory poses because this is something I voiced my opinion on. For some reason, Iden, Dooku, and Rey got some really weird victory poses, replacing ones that people actually liked last month, which is just a really crazy choice. But what they've done is they've reverted this back and given the poses they introduced last month basically for free for everyone as a fifth option for Rey and Iden, which is a fair choice because, you know, some people did like those poses, and I guess it's a nice touch for saying sorry for, you know, changing them without us actually wanting them. They've also increased the limit for heroes using voice lines at once, which is nice. They've also buffed Boba Fett a lot, so they've added the ability for him to dodge and recover from pushes whilst midair, which is awesome. They've also increased the base health from 550 to 600, something I've been wanting, and they've changed the reticle with a dot and added a yellow circle when using the ability for the hunt. Luke has also seen a bunch of buffs, including a base damage increase from 120 to 130. They've also changed some visual improvements for Luke's force and repulse ability animation, which is good to see. And Yoda has received an increased sprint speed, and his dash attack now bypasses blocks, because that was a bug, but DICE fixed it, and because people wanted this, they've actually removed that fix, which is good to see. Chewbacca also has received a buff, 650 health has gone up to 700. Finn's blasters now do loads of damage, both the base damage and long range damage for both his weapons have been upped, which is very good to see. Finn's arch nemesis, Captain Phasma, has also received a buff, so lots of changes there, which is good to see because I feel like they're underperforming when they should be doing a lot better. Both Grievous and Darth Vader have had quite a lot of changes as well, such as Darth Vader's base damage has gone up from 120 to 130, so it's in line with Luke as well. And Obi-Wan has had his mind trick go from 4.5 seconds to 5.5 seconds, a nice increase, which is good. Count Dooku, Rey and Maul has received no changes other than some bug fixes and things like that. Same goes for Leia. And Han Solo has actually received a health regeneration from 150 to 200. Kylo's received a couple of changes. Bosk has had a fixed issue where the weapon projectiles will be seen as a shot from Bosk's side as opposed to the weapon barrel. No changes there. But Lando, Iden and Chewbacca have both had their health regeneration go from 150 to 200, which is a very nice touch. And Anakin has received no changes, except where Anakin would express his distaste for sand when playing inside the capital ships on Capital Supremacy, because we all know there is no sand on those ships. Ben did say on Twitter that they've still got 1 to 2 extra Anakin changes, they just weren't able to make it into this update, so I'd assume we're going to be getting those in June. There's a lot of changes to game modes such as Capital Supremacy, and one thing that really stands out is that they've actually introduced Phase 2 pilots for the LAAT. So instead of just having shiny Phase 2 troopers, they actually have Phase 2 pilots, which is really awesome to see. There's also some arcade changes, so they've enabled the use of abilities for arcade AI, Vanguard for Assault, Sentry for Heavy, Infiltrator for Specialist, so hopefully you arcade players will like that. They've also enabled the Thermal Detonator for the Assault, the Shot Grenade for Specialist, and different throwing frequency per arcade difficulty. They've made a bunch of changes such as cover queries, firing data, weapon data, and even changed the appearance of kits in Bespin Arcade to the Death Star appearance based on community feedback. And other than a long list of bug fixes, that's all there is to tomorrow's patch. A little bit underwhelming, but it seems like June is going to really make up for these past 2 months, hopefully. But we don't know anything else about that. I assume we're going to be getting an announcement at EA Play, but we just don't know at this moment in time. I will keep you guys up to date as soon as I know anything. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below with anything I've talked about in this video. What are you most excited for in tomorrow's patch? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you aren't around here. Turn those notifications on so you can stay up to date with Battlefront 2 news. Check out any of the 2 previous videos on the screen if you did miss them, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.